Never tried animal print before? Want some ideas on how it would look on you before trying it for yourself? We're focusing on the most popular leopard print, which also happens to be trending right now. Welcome to My F Experiment, where we find simple yet chic ways to up your personal style. We're starting off with the easiest form of incorporating the leopard spots into your look, the scarf. It's for those who cannot commit to this daring pattern just yet, but don't worry, you'll soon want to embrace it. You can see how much of an impact it has. Even on a bright, colorful outfit, the print infuses personality into the outfit. Here's a green top that draws movement with its fluid drapes, an elevated version of a regular t shirt, something we must seek on the regular. We must have basics and upgraded types of these staples too. I find full sleeves have a certain gravitas, so even during non winters, you'll catch me wearing them. I do recommend tees with length too. Anything cropped is flattering only on a select few. I've worn the animal printed scarf around my neck and it's doing the job of a statement necklace while leveling up on the rest of the accessories. I'm here to go all out today. You won't find me donning gold jewelry usually, but the theme calls for a bold style, so why the hell not? Organic shapes and patterns are thematic for the look today. So these leafy earrings do the trick. I love how the light hits it in different parts and the shadows play along just as well. The long dangly pair lends it the festive flair for the season. Fun note, I've matched my lipstick to the red of the scarf. I want to point out the styling done on a simple t-shirt and jeans combo needs the right balance of accessorizing depending on your mood. You could be a maximalist today and totally into minimalism tomorrow. Going with the tones of the ensemble, I've picked a brown baguette bag so that it matches the warmth. I've wrapped the handles with the scarf this time to show just how correspond with each other. This particular design has red borders where I find makes it even more compatible with the look. You notice how there's such a difference in this outfit without the iconic scarf? It's much lighter and maybe that's one you could relate to. If you're still skeptical to attempt the animal print so directly, the back can be wrapped over or even the whole handle section could be wrapped with the scarf instead of using it as a necktie. The subtlety of accessorizing is where the magic is at. The digital watch I adorn myself with is normally tucked away under the sleeves, but this time around I've alternated its silicone strap with a metallic golden one. You get glimpses of the gold which offers the same beauty as that of a bracelet. The entire ensemble has more or less lighter shades running through, which is where the accent of the leopard print stands out. There's an instant glam that is added when adorning the body with it. This is not for the faint hearted, it comes with the stereotype of confidence and readiness for attention. When choosing a leopard print to include in your wardrobe, it's imperative to get one that doesn't seem cheap. The quality of the fabric matters. The smaller the print pattern, the more flow is required, the bigger, the more structured or stiff it can be allowed to be. I want to show an alternate method of styling the scarf so that it's still not all out there but emerges in a subdued manner. It's effortless, dainty, and manageable. I highly recommend this to beginners, gradually step ahead. I did want to showcase a straightforward pair of jeans, but have steered clear of darker blues so that the green and gold don't pop out too strongly. The lighter wash keeps it clean and doesn't emphasize on the accessories included in the getup. Nothing overdone. Go with a fit that suits you the most so that you can relax when trying something new like animal print. The skinny stole with the leopard print is possibly the most elusive way you could engage with the pattern in your attire. It affirms its existence down to our final touch in our accessory game are the edgy booties. The leather texture gives it a badass look so it doesn't seem too formal either, but sophisticated enough to look luxe. Another color would distract from the rest of the clothes. Bringing you the second look, it's a more in your face interpretation of the animal print. The pattern is much larger too this time around. Going all in with this theme, you can learn to embrace it in one fell swoop. The focal point is the top, which puts the entire look together, keeping the styling smart and tasteful to display to you what role it plays when the leopard print comes in abundance or is sparse. The suede like body of the purse keeps it texturally interesting, and the chocolate brown shade is the fashionably trendy color of this winter season. Bound with gold and ornamentation, it upscales the appearance. Now, picture it with silver metal all over. It won't be as remarkable, right? To me, the shape peaks too. If you watched any of my previous videos, you may have spotted me carrying the same in another color, a lighter brown with croc skin texture. This design with long handles have been doing the rounds on Pinterest if you've been eyeing that, and also retailing pretty much everywhere online or offline. Since there are already darker shades in this compilation, it's best to opt for a lighter pair of lowers. I happen to enjoy grays in my closet, so this mom fit jeans are the ones I've chosen. It has a tapered body, and unlike skinny jeans, these denims have comfort wear, which makes sense against a fitted top. Gray jeans are a dignified blue denims, FYI. Since we've discussed the bottoms, we can address the featured component of this ensemble, the t shirt. Once again, a full sleeve tee, but this time the neckline is the part that will have heads turning. It has a sexy cut while retaining some width in its exposure too. All this glamour just got pushed up a notch with this design. The slight stretch in this fabric brings out the curves on the body and makes it look all the more dignified. The beautiful shades of the print need mention too. Bigger the print, the more snug the fit as aforementioned. Observe how the outfit usually gets attention paid to the front but not the back. This is where the stole comes in. I do think that scarves and shawls are such underrated accessories that across all seasons they could play a very crucial role. I've picked a solid black muffler which has tassels at the end, another trending ingredient. This one is a skinny stole that has been doing the rounds on cowl tops. For cooler months, take thicker and softer textures, and for warmer times, lighter and smoother materials. Now you can also see how it looks when you go bare skinned. Nothing to drape nor bejewel that region, only the top silhouette and cut to accentuate the neckline. If you have well defined collarbone, now's the chance to show them off. Big gold plates have that ornamental factor. When the light hits it, it doesn't bounce evenly. The organic shape and the convex surface reflected in an irregular but delightful way. Best part is that the size doesn't hold heavy here. They're so thin and long, but there's almost a hide and seek situation going on with the hair if kept open. Broader bodies have more area at the back that is spare, so voluminous hair is added advantage. My catch is using bulky or attention pulling handbags to distract from that view. Even shawls come in handy when you're layering in autumn winter. Last but not the least are my green shoes. This color is such a novelty and it befittingly harmonizes with this outfit. With any other colored bottoms, they may not have merged as well, but gray has done justice here. Also, it's a refreshing change from the common neutrals that would have been, yes? Look 3 is winter's simple take on dinner date outfits, sticking to the animal print inspiration, presenting to you an all over leopard print in a dress format. This is partnered with thick black tights, a staple for the colder period. When it comes to selecting tights, I prefer black over any other color. Quick tip, if outfits have bright colors or bold prints, wear higher denier stockings. This means they're more opaque. Monotoned or darker colors do better with lighter denier pantyhose. They're almost translucent but have the shadow, especially on black. The stark difference will not be glaring. We're now introducing the fur snood. I have discovered that deeper colors won't combine beautifully with furry pieces. As pointed out earlier, shawls and mufflers are wintry go-tos when accessorizing. A snood is just a tube scarf. This is a densely woven fur and with multiple shades fused skillfully, a very vintage vibe. It's giving rich girl with heirlooms. Best component about this object is the unrelenting warmth it provides. It renders its duty well in such seasons. Well made, high quality fabrics and materials offer softness. This ensures the wearer can keep it on longer without being scratchy or inconvenient. You can perceive how immediately it adds glamour to the attire, and evening wear will start to feel incomplete without this product. While the neck is covered, there's scope for jewelry in other areas. My favorite is this chunky chain, which I do rotate as necklace or bracelet depending on the aura of the occasion for dressing up. Makes the ensemble slightly edgy, which is useful if you don't want to come across too formal. The golden watch is also an adornment in this case. I switch from rubber to metal. This is great suggestion for scenes as well as parties because you can be carefree as well as stately in its attire. Best part is that such outfits beam in photos, so you can rest assured it's a power pack. Look at how this loosely fitted dress does in motion and when seated. Pro tip, snoot can be placed over your hands too. Not to forget the little specks of bejeweling yourself with small earrings. This shell-shaped chunky golden pair is so charming because hidden behind your ever-flowing mane and the luscious furry muffler, it still peeps out in such an attractive form. There are several ways to put together any outfit based on your personal style. I'm of the opinion that the less you do, the better, but whatever you do, it has to leave an impression, and that is authority. Please note that you could go for black or brown footwear, boots or stilettos, they would all bode well. But I like some flavor in my style, so I've injected some spring into this outfit. The straps add some bling, the kitten heels provide stability, and as a whole, a break from the color palette. Undisputedly, you'll stand out wherever you are. We're down to our final look, a French inspired thematic take, if you will. It's casual day wear, and the leopard print constituents are the loafers and the sunglasses. Probably the most clever way to don animal prints are goggles. It's so retro to have the black gradation on the frames of eyewear with all black lens. When I think French, I do think 60s Aubrey Hepburn. I find the shape of smaller sunnies so timeless, they update the getup immediately. The slim shades are all the rage now, so search for a pair that suits your face. I sneakily snuck in another item of leopard pattern, the scarf which I've tried to wear like a Pinterest girlies around my waist, replacing the concept of a belt, kind of like a bandana. To not make this ensemble too gimmicky, I've roped in an oversized linen top. It has a baggy fit and I've French tucked it from the front to bring focus towards my waistline. You could also try on a shirt, that's fine too. I enjoy the chai brown shade in these cooler months. They pose remarkably as the color palette. I've left the backside unsecured so that it retains its casual mood. Exotic essentials like these button down blouses are sought after. Juxtaposition is indispensable in styling for something unique. This is why loose and fitted is good coupling. The slouchy blouson marries the crop fitted pants. You could roll up the long sleeves down to the elbows for a cooler look. They both furnish each other easily, and to top it all, the exposed ankles give it that chic Parisian touch. Without the scarf here, you can comprehend the full view of the black pants. The high waist has the vintage vibe, and you can also belt it up for your liking if you don't want to sport a scarf. I didn't want to as it felt like overkill. Flat shoes are the right recourse for capris or pedal pushers for day wear. Evening wear could do with kitten heels. The palette has stuck to the browns and blacks. Our skin tones play a part in this too, as does your hair color, which is why I propose applying a strong pink or red as lipstick to cut through the shade range. Did you happen to catch that there's no jewelry involved in this ensemble? There are undeniably stunning proponents for accessorizing them even without that. Yes, we speak of the hand gloves. A black pair inevitably lands a spot in my winter edition videos. Leather gloves can rock any look, and I urge you to get yourself some to make your style at least a tad edgy. These studded mittens are cropped so it's even cooler. Like shawls, my glove collection is very coveted because I curate them with a discerning eye. Speaking of, I always advocate that you can transform any attire simply by trying new ways to wear something. I've given it a shot by wearing the stole as a wristband for fun's sake. You could even tie your hair with it or dangle it by your side. Surely by now you'd guess that I love me some animal print. I own multiple objects that constitute this design. These felt loafers speak loudly for that fondness, as I have them on in just about every second video on my channel. There's nothing cuter than convenient fashion. Trust me, you'd be grateful at the end of the day. Now that you're convinced that leopard print is just another wardrobe staple and ageless iconoclast, hope you have some form that inspired you. Thanks for watching, enjoy the celebrations, and see you on the other side.